Assalamualaikum. My group is going to do a presentation about Ebola virus disease. So for the first part, I'm going to present. So Ebola, it is first discovered in 1976 near the Ebola River in Congo, from which the disease gets its name. And also detected simultaneously in South Sudan. Since then, the virus has been infecting people from time to time in several African countries. The most recent one is in DR Congo, which is still continuing right now. And the largest outbreak of Ebola was in 2014 and 2016 in West Africa, in Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea, where there are more than 11,000 deaths at that time. So the cause it is caused by the Ebola virus. There are 5 distinct viruses in the Ebola virus group. So we have Ebola virus, Sudan virus, Thai forest virus, Bundibugyo virus, and Reston virus. So of the 4, only Reston that does not cause disease in the human. And this virus, they mostly originate from fruit bats. Most likely originates from fruit bats, where they can carry the virus without getting sick. So how it is transmitted? Well, Ebola virus can be transmitted by direct contact with the blood, organs, and other bodily fluids of the animals carrying the virus. So it is possible that people who are eating animals that are contaminated with that virus are going to be infected with this disease, which is, for example, bushmeat, which is quite popular in West Africa, and it is a possible cause of the disease. And also, it can spread from the animal to the human, and then it can spread to the human through direct contact of bodily fluids of infected human. But the transmission does not occur when the people that are having the disease are not yet symptomatic. So they only spread the disease when they show symptoms of the virus. And it also can spread without contact, with contact with objects contaminated with the bodily fluids of person who have been infected with Ebola or who has died of Ebola. So this is how Ebola is transmitted. It originates from bats, most likely, and possibly the bats also can infect other animals. And then when humans, we eat the other animals, and we're going to be infected too, and then that human going to infect other human. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Nur Syafika Syami binti Agustin, metric number S50569. Alright, now I'm going to proceed with my presentation about Ebola symptoms and immune response to the infection. Ebola have 2 types of symptoms. One is dry symptoms. Example, person infected will have fever, severe attack, muscle and joint pain, abdominal pain, and fatigue. Secondly, wet symptoms, such as diarrhea, vomiting, bleeding, and some uncommon symptoms like red eyes, skin rash, and hiccups, which this usually happens at the late stage of infection. Alright, now I'm going to explain briefly about the immune system to Ebola virus. The particularly aggressive nature of Ebola virus stems from its ability to rapidly disarm the infected person's immune system, proof that Ebola is a very severe and deadly disease. Using cellular biology and genetic approach, researchers demonstrate how the Ebola virus can attach to, enter, and infected T cells. Although the virus is confined within the infected T cells, they become stressed to the point where the body destroys them. This contributes to the lymphopenia that link to the disease severity. Lymphopenia is when the white blood T cell count in the bloodstream is lower than normal, which in fact The extent of lymphopenia is one of the strongest indicators of how severe the Ebola infection will become. However, despite being the deadly disease it is, recovery can be achieved depends on a good supportive clinical care and the patient immune response. Several studies show that survivors of Ebola virus infection have antibody that can be detected in the blood up to 10 years after recovery. These survivors are thought to have some protective immunity, where they are able to maintain the T cell count. Major innate immunity mechanisms against Ebola are associated with the production of interferons that can block development of viral protein, activation of host natural killer cells, leading immune function response, and preventing cytokine storm, coagulopathy, systemic bleeding, multi-organ failure, and even death. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good day to Dr. Omaima and my fellow classmates. I'm Mick, who is going to present about the prevention of Ebola. So for us to prevent from infecting Ebola, we should prevent from contacting with the body fluids. So the first one is prevent blood and body fluids contact such as urine, saliva, sweat, vomit, semen, breast milk of the persons who are ill. So for semen, we should avoid contact with semen from a man who has recovered from EVD. Also, EVD is Ebola virus disease until the testing verifies that the virus is totally killed. So, items that may carry blood fluid or infected persons such as needles, clothes, and other medical equipment also should be avoided to be contacted. Next is hygiene problems. So, we should keep personal hygiene by washing hands with detergent or soap. Food hygiene is we should avoid undercooked food, so we should cook thoroughly before consume and drink boiled water. And we should also avoid from consuming bush meat such as bats or other wild animals like dog, cats.